sure you're up for this?
Feel a lot better if I had a gun.
We won't need them.
A little insurance, that's all.
Flynn, they're just museum guards. We have their patrols all mapped out. Relax.
Relax. Relax. Have you ever been in a Turkish prison, mate? If we get caught, they will lock us up and throw away the sodding key. You do realise that, don't you?
Better than you do.
Well, you may fancy that kind of thing, but I don't. Can't afford to make any mistakes.
Yeah, and we won't.
So now we have basically two stories we're working on. We have this one that was 4 months earlier from the initial one, and then we have this other story where all we know is we're in the Nepal area in the mountains. We have some random dagger, and we're at a train crash. So we also know that somehow we need to transition from being in Turkey, apparently, for this museum, to Nepal within that 4 month time span.
If we switch the patrols?
Figure it out as we go.
We cannot fumble our way through this.
I don't fumble, I improvise.
Oh, is that what you call it?
Yeah, I'm adaptable.
Adaptable?
You cocky bastard. There. What did I tell you? That passage there is going to take us right under the museum.
You called it all right.
You need to have a little more faith in me, chum.
Okay, this one here is me.
All right, remember, that tower is our only way into the exhibit. But we can't even get close with those floodlights on.
We've gone over this.
Just make sure you cut the power by the time we reach the second courtyard.
The lights will be out. I'll have the van waiting at the rendezvous point. Just make sure you get your asses out of there in time.
Fair enough.
All right, enough chat. Let's do this.
Chloe. See you on the other side.
Looking forward to it.
You sure you know where you're going?
Don't I always?
If I see any treasures, blatantly obvious treasures, I'll get them, but again, I'm not going to really search for them. One thing I will mention on this game is they increased how to see those treasures. On the previous one,
the good old days, isn't it? Yeah.
they were little, kind of like little blips of light. Sometimes you wouldn't see them at all. And the blip of light was like a fade blinking. On this one, they made it still blinks, but the light is very obvious. Like, it's very bright. It's always on. It still blinks slightly, but it never turns off completely.
Hey, now what do you bet that will take us right into the boiler room? And from there, we're in. Yeah, in like Flynn, right?
What?
In like Flynn.
I don't get it.
Just give me a boost.
So back to the treasures. They make them more obvious on seeing where they are. I think they had to do that because they started putting them up in objects so you can shoot them down. However,
almost there.
They made them much harder to find also, so they are pretty obscure sometimes.
Here we go. We're good. Reach up there and grab the ladder.
Okay,
Now, I want to know what happened to Elena. Like, we ended the last game on her with her and Drake, getting kind of romantic. They're definitely into each other, but we have no idea right now at all.
All right,
you know,
This is the
where
way to
she
the courtyard.
is, if she exists, what happened to her, what she's doing.
Well,
Really have no
we're
idea.
not going this way. Not if you want to keep your skin. All right. There's got to be a shut-off valve around here somewhere. See if you can find it, then.
So there normally is a treasure over on that platform, I believe. Yeah, very, very blatantly obvious when you first play through and see these treasures. Like they make them very obvious if they're visible. Yeah, they're just brighter, easier to see.
You got it.
So far, the game looks pretty similar to the first one, as far as graphics and whatnot. A little more detail, I think. Camera angles are maybe slightly better. They're not perfect still. You know, there's still some weird camera angles going on here, but a little better already. I am noticing the controls for moving around are a little more refined. Like I feel like I don't have to, you know, hit the buttons repeatedly.
Okay. Now there should be a door just around this corner. That's our access point. Once we're through, just stick to the plan. You got me? Tell me.
Now the other thing I noticed on this game,
Here, aren't I?
so I'm going to actually, so on the first Uncharted, you can crouch behind objects just fine. You know, pretty much exactly the same as this. You will notice, though, when you're actually playing it, on the previous one, if you wanted to get away from an object, you could just, you know, slightly move the thumbstick. This one, it's the same thing, but it's a little more sticky. Like it takes just a little more effort to get him away from the wall. And I don't have, you know, an opinion one way or on that. It's just, you know, just a very slight thing that you'll notice on there when you're playing through. You'll also notice, this is actually really nice, he is running just a little bit faster. That's one thing that bugged me on the first one.
It's locked. Good job I came prepared.
I pick more than my nose, my friend.
Wait! There's an alarm. That's new since last time.
Great. Now what?
Well, I can disarm it if we can find the junction box. It's gotta be around here somewhere.
So here's puzzle number 1. Obviously, we're making them a little bit harder than the last game. This one we actually have to figure out what we're doing. Follow that wire over. See if we can figure out where it's going.
There. That ought to do it.
If you really disabled a junction box like that, that would shut off the power to the whole place. Like, that is a huge breaker right there.
Shit. I got him.
So you'll notice right here, well, he's not really doing it much now. He was crouching, so you'll see a lot more crouching when guys are around, which is nice. Some auto crouching going on. He's moving a little bit quicker in the secretive areas, which is nice.
There's the tower. Yeah.
And my favorite thing about Assassin's Creed is
We have to
and
make our
you know
way to the
some
next
of the other
courthouse,
games.
to that gate over there.
Let me get through the cutscene.
Well, let's do it.
Yeah, so we're getting to some sort of crate. Or grate, sorry. Okay. So my favorite thing about Assassin's Creed and Splinter Cell, those are two of my favorite games. The biggest reason is because you have a lot of option to choose how you want to play the game.
We've got to get up to that balcony.
So, for example, you can run through the game mostly unnoticeable for, you know, the good chunk of all those games, Assassin's Creed and Splinter Cell games. And that's my very favorite part because, you know, for people that like to go through games faster and just run and gun, you can totally do that. But for somebody like me, I love to explore, I love to take my time, I love to figure out, you know, if there's ways I can sneak around things. So this game is much better in that regard because they incorporated
Lights out.
the sneaky factor. So you still can run and gun, but you also get to have opportunities to sneak around and do that. So you'll see me taking advantage of that, taking my time in some situations.
Gardiyan ne zaman bitiyor? Daha çok olur. 15 dakikaya kadar bitiyor.
İşler nasıl bu aralar?
Bugün epey bir sessiz.
Okay, we're almost there.
I'll go right, you go left.
I'll just notice.
Shit.
Oh, it was not very sneaky there.
We're almost there.
I'll go right, you go left.
Senin burada olmaman lazım.
Ah, shit.
Kaçamayacak.
So on this part I have to be more patient, unfortunately.
You go left.
So I'll take a little more time on it.
Müze kapalı.
So this is a new feature. I can take out guys around corners and over ledges. Previously there wasn't. Yeah, there wasn't really a way to do that. So that's new. Another thing that you may have noticed was the melees only take 3 hits now instead of 5 like the first game. And with those 3 hits, we also have we don't have the option to have, you know, swinging just at the right time. So before there was, if you swung and right when the swing happened you hit triangle, at least on the PS4, and then swing again, then you could do a critical punch. On this one there's not that option anymore. Don't get caught, please. Oh, my guy took him out. That's good. Yeah, so they refined the fighting a little bit, which is nice. Obviously added the stealth factor, which is very nice. for people that like to explore and take their time.
Lift this up. Sneak right under.
Whoa! Whoa! Not so fast. There's another alarm.
Oh, great. You want to get this one? Wait here.
So another one, we have to figure out where this junction box is going, so I'm just going to follow the wire.
Okay, it's off.
I am convinced, even though I have no way to actually get up there as far as I can tell, I'm convinced right where that guard is, there's got to be a treasure or something. But, you know, maybe there isn't. So I couldn't find a way to get up there at all the first time. So, who knows. So even though there's things like this where you would think there's ledges to grab onto, but there isn't. Another cool thing you'll notice when you go throughout this game is they added way more opportunity to explore. On the first game, you were very limited by bounds, you know, just how the levels were built. There wasn't really much exploring. There's occasional exploring, but it wasn't like, you know, you can go to random corners and stuff. So this one, they added a lot more of that.
Across this courtyard to get onto the roof.
Okay, so here's the first instance where you can really see our stealth ability. We see a couple guards here. They might be guarding something, but it doesn't really look like it. We see a guard with a flashlight over there. See a guard, two guards there. So we obviously are going to have to do some stealth, but looks like we have the option to not stealth take out everybody. So I'm just going to take out ones that I think are key players on this one. So right here is the first time you get to see this new move, taking out somebody over a ledge. Very Assassin's Creed-y, right there.
Senin burada olmaman lazım. Veli'ye ne olduğunu duydun mu? Evet, o transfer olmadı.
We also just saw that they are alerted to sound slightly. You know, if you're close enough, they're definitely alerted to it. I'm worried about this guy because last time I got caught several times trying to take him out. I think there's really a good way to do it. Just got lucky that time. Last time that guy over there caught me, you know, several times. It's really annoying.
Now we just gotta find a way up to that window.
Which window? There's a lot of bloody windows.
Oh, quit falling down. I want to jump. I know I need to go up. And we haven't seen much use of any new guns or anything yet. It's all been pretty much the same as the last game.
Crap. Now what?
It's time to tip the odds back in our favor.
Oh, that's brilliant. Guns? What are you thinking?
Relax, Gandhi. They're tranquilizer guns, totally non-lethal. Your conscience will remain unscathed.
Oh, well, good idea.
Great. Okay, a little bit of advice. These things have lousy range, so we still have to get in close. You okay with that?
Know how to shoot a gun, genius.
All right, let's take these guys out.
Bu kutulara bizim taşımamızı beklemiyorlar umarım. Bu bizim görevimiz değil ki.
Bunlar ne ki zaten?
Eski sergiden kalan eşyalar. Depoya gidiyorlar.
Bana çer...
So that's interesting. We immediately have a new gun here, and we get to see a couple things with this gun. The most immediate thing that I notice is it's a silent type of gun. So we get to further enhance our, potential stealth abilities, and we can use a silent gun. So that's kind of nice. However, we don't know if they have very good range or not, so I'm going to get in as close as I can just in case. I don't know if I can hit that guy. This guy I can't hit just because of my current position. But I'll give a shot trying to hit this guy, see what happens. Yeah, too far. Just barely. Oh, but just barely close enough right there. So apparently his junk was close enough for me to hit.
Gotta get up to that walkway.
This could help.
There, that'll work.
Now all we need is a horse.
There's still some just really weird jumping sometimes. It's not as bad as the first game, but you definitely tell there's just occasional weird quirks.
Those rafters will get us onto the roof, if we can get up there.
Good thing one of us thought ahead, eh? Yeah. All yours.
Why, thank you. This is feeling a lot like Splinter Cell now. I feel like one of the first Splinter Cells you do.
Eller yukarı!
Oh, yeah. So I feel like I want to say it's Chaos Theory, which is the one that has the co-op mode, which I love co-op games as well. The ones that are
Come on.
on the same screen anyway.
We'll take the elevator next time.
So this one feels a lot like that co-op mode where you can help your teammate out. You can grapple up things. You got your silence, silence gun. You got your silent attacks. Feels very similar to, I guess that was the third Splinter Cell, if I remember right. Okay, so where am I going? Just jumped up here. Oh, Yeah.
All right, there's the tower. Getting closer. Appreciate that update, Captain Obvious. Don't look down. Don't look down, don't look down.
Mehmet'e ne oldu?
O mu? O artık gündüz vardiyasında çalışıyor.
Memnun muymuş?
Mutluymuş öyle dedi.
Come on, I'm coming.
Ama ben kişisel olarak turistler yapmakta vakit istemem.
Oh, gotcha! Pull me up. You put on weight, mate. Pull me up there. Oh, shit, that was close. All right, no more donuts for you.
I'll show you no more donuts. Oh, he's even bigger in this game. Oh, that's awesome. He's way bigger than the previous game. Oh, yeah, I was going to take a look. Now that I reminded myself, I was going to see what the no gravity mode does. And I'm seeing what the achievement I just unlocked was. Oh, it was just to activate a tweak. So yeah, I just got an achievement to activate a tweak. I turned on the no gravity mode, so we'll see what happens, because I really don't know what that means. It does say certain objects will have no gravity. Obviously, I've got gravity, and I've got a lot of it right now. Oh man, can't believe they made him even bigger. It's so ridiculous.
As always.
Why will it not? Let me move. What's going on here?
There's a guy above you.
There we go. So, another new feature on this game that wasn't in Uncharted 1. Being able to pull people off a ledge. So, another very Assassin's Creed-y type of thing. And you can already see there's a lot more comic relief in this one. There's a guy above you, a guy above you. Throw him off the edge. There's a guy below you, a guy below you. So let's figure out where I'm supposed to go.
Yeah,
I'm going to turn this Donut Drake off. As funny as he is, he's kind of ridiculous. Maybe I'll pick a different skin. So these other skins, when they've got a different person, it means you're playing as a different person altogether. You know, you're still Drake as far as cutscenes and stuff, but you can choose other people. Say, for example, Sir Francis Drake's in here, Genghis Khan, Marco Polo. We could be the original Drake. I have no idea what some of these are. So let's do winter gear.
See
what
your
that
house.
looks like.
Let's get moving.
No, not too exciting. Whatever.
There's a guard right below you.
Alright, so that's a very Splinter Cell type of thing right there that we looked at. Being able to hang off a ledge and shoot.
Nearly there.
Yeah, but why are the lights still on?
Chloe will take care of it, don't worry.
Yeah, so I'm loving this game already way more than the first one. I thought the first one was great, but this one adds the whole, stealth factor and everything. So, okay, I missed this treasure the first time, so this is a good example. So you can see this one, I can't access it with a ledge. There's nothing to jump up to. So this is new for this game. You'll also notice it's much brighter. So this glow is much more visible than the first game. So that's also very nice. So to get these ones down, you just shoot them. They fall down. Then you have to go find them. Sometimes they glow when they drop down. Sometimes they don't. Most of the time they do, though. And then viewing them is, you don't have to go into the menu anymore. Now it's just kind of a preview. So that's kind of nice. Let's shoot this guy in the head. And watch him float. Okay, that's a no gravity right there. Nice. That's kind of fun. So that's one of the tweaks they gave us, the no gravity. Kind of entertaining. Doesn't really do anything useful.
Can't get any closer with the tower lit up like that. What the hell's she doing? Come on, Chloe. That's my girl.
So let me turn off that mirror mode so we can go through as original gameplay as possible. Or I mean the no gravity, sorry. Not mirror. So you can see with that treasure that I just found, you can see why I would be taking a lot more time if I was looking for treasures, because now you have to look at every angle. Like, you got to climb in and around things, and now you got to start looking up at things to possibly shoot at them, and just a lot more options on finding those, much more hidden.
Ladies first. Cute.
Have a quick drink of water here.
Here we go.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah, and there's the acoustic alarm. Until we get this case unlocked, that thing's gonna go off if we so much as touch this glass.
No worries, mate. Voila.
All right.
Like lockpicking takes a lot
sure it's the
longer
right
than
one?
that.
Well, I guess there's only one way to find out. Sorry, Marco. Crap.
Well, that's the understatement of the year. This is it. It's bloody useless.
The light of the Great Khan. Wait a minute.
What are you doing?
It's resin. It'll burn.
And?
Just give me your lighter.
Is that really a good idea in here?
Smart.
Let me see that.
It's like a ultraviolet.
Our ships were driven by a great flood tide into the wilds of Java.
Sounds like they were hit by a tsunami.
Yeah, somewhere off the west coast of Borneo.
Oh, great. That narrows it down a bit.
Look,
Into the wild
this
of
mountain
Java.
must have been the closest
Java
landmark
is a
where they went
horrible
aground.
programming language.
We find that mountain. We find the ships.
Yeah, good work, mate.
Wait, there's more. Okay, Joe. As if the ocean itself sought to throw off the terrible cargo we carried from Shambhala. The curse of the Chintamani.
Would that mean something to you?
Shambhala. Oh my God, Flynn.
What?
Marco Polo found Shambhala. Shangri-La.
You're joking.
If they were carrying the Chintamani stone, it might still be there.
It's all very fascinating, but we really gotta go.
Yeah, I'm right behind you. What the hell are you doing?
Sorry, mate. This is where we part ways.
Wait, Flynn, we had a plan.
No, you had a plan. Turns out I've got one of my own.
Come on, throw me the rope. Don't be stupid.
Oh, yeah, right. You're the mastermind. Only you overlooked one little detail. Didn't you, partner?
So what are you gonna do, shoot me now?
No, I just need you out of the way for a little while.
Shit.
You think I didn't know about the ships from the beginning? Any schoolboy could have figured that out.
Flynn, listen.
Face it, genius. You've been played. Not yet. I want to give the guards a decent head start. Right, that's my cue. No hard feelings, yeah?
I could try to fight these guys, but...
No, no, no, no!
Oh boy.
Okay, now I'm screwed. Ah! All right. Think, Nate, think. Yeah, there it is.
I also probably just surpassed a couple treasures, who knows.
Yeah, this way. All right. Use your head, Nate, use your head.
Onu köşeye sıkıştırdık.
Hell, if I get out of here. There we go. Gotta get to that ladder.
Öldürmek için ateş edin.
Sure talks to himself. You know, it probably sounds like this broadcast. I'm talking to myself, too.
You overlooked one little detail, didn't you, partner? What?
This episode is going pretty long.
Oh, really?
But since I'm going to try to break everything up by chapters, I guess that's okay.
Hey, jackass, you're ruining the show here.
Ah, what a shame.
Sully!
I really can't leave you alone for a minute.
Oh, man, am I glad to see you.
How you doing, kid?
I'm doing just great.
So, had to grease a few palms. Did go through the rest of your money. And a good chunk of my own, but hey. Jesus, you stink.
Yeah, not half as bad as that cigar. Hey, how'd you find me?
Well, a friend of yours asked for my help.
Hello, Nate.
Oh, no. No.
Now, wait a second.
Sully, kick her out and shut the door. We're safer in here.
Just wait a goddamn minute. Hear her out.
Thank you, Victor.
Hey, no offense, Sully, but you're not exactly the best judge of character, especially when it comes to women.
Fair enough. All the same.
Dear God.
Oh, no, it's not that bad. Look, I have my own bucket. Last cell I was in, 8 of us had to share.
Listen, Nate.
You know something? I really appreciate you dropping by, but if you and Flynn hadn't screwed me over in the first
Now,
place,
wait
I
a
wouldn't have
minute.
been rotting in this shithole for the last
Listen,
3
Nate.
months. So excuse me if I'm not just, leaping into your arms.
I had nothing to do with it.
Right.
I told you. He's not going to listen to me.
Screw this. Nate, they found the ships.
In Borneo.
Yes.
And the Chintamani stone?
How do you know about that?
Do you really think Flynn could have figured that out on his own?
All right, good point. No, they haven't found it yet.
What do you mean, they?
Flynn and his client, Lazarovich.
You know, the nutcase. They've been working together all along.
All right, then. If they haven't found the stone, that means there's still time. You're gonna get us into that dig site. We're gonna snatch that treasure right out from under them.
They'll never see it coming.
Yeah, well, payback's a bitch. Look, they called it the wish-fulfilling jewel. It's a sacred object.
What, like a Buddhist holy grail?
Exactly.
Thanks.
Sully, listen to this. In the kingdom of Shambhala lies the most precious thing to be found in all the world. A perfect raw sapphire of the deepest blue, larger around than the reach of a man's arms.
Ooh, that's gotta be worth millions.
Hundreds of millions. And you say there's more of this?
Loads more. Lazarevic paid top dollar for Marco Polo's journals. He's been after the Chintamani stone for years.
Well, if he's been counting on Flynn to find it for him, it's no wonder he hasn't had any luck.
If I can get a look at Lazarevic's files, I can find that stone.
Hang on a minute, cowboy. That's easier said than done. The files are in his tent, and his tent is in the middle of the camp. It's like an armed compound. There are soldiers everywhere.
Well, that's why it has to be an inside job. From someone they know and trust.
Oh. Okay, I see where this is going.
I just need a diversion. You give me 5 minutes in that tent, that's all it'll take.
Really? 5 minutes? Well, that's great. I won't even have to get my top off.
Chloe, I was thinking more like an explosion.
Or that. Can be arranged.
Are you in?
Oh, hell yes. I was in before you were.